One. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the... Oh, 1 second. Sorry, I had to fix something. We had a problem with the reception. Hello! Welcome to the reception table. We are here with episode 12 now, but before we get into what's going on and the happenings, allow my cast to introduce themselves after... messed up. I'm Mr. Rose, your DM, and now we'll go to the cast.
Hi, I'm the cast. My name's James. I play Arya.
Hello, I'm part 2 of the cast. I'm Justin, and I play Astrid.
I'm part 3, and my name is Cameron. I play the role of Calicath, the bandaged bard.
I am part 4. I am Domino Laverna, or Matthew. I play Domino Laverna.
Hell yeah.
I am part 5.
Word.
Best part. I play Zatira, and I'm scared.
Yeah,
Yes.
We all are.
honestly,
We have a
Golden
fun
Red, that's
session tonight. So, couple things on the announcements before we get into it. First things first, you might notice at the beginning of this campaign, if you were here for the Twitch stream, you're going to be re-experience the past. We're going to ride over a bit. We had an issue with the YouTube port, and we had some issues with our lovely Astrid during the last session. In order for the goodness of the story and things, we're retconning a few moments back, and you'll notice that we're going to be repeating the end of the story if you saw the Twitch stream. If you didn't see a Twitch stream and you watch YouTube, this means nothing to you. Hello, welcome, have fun. This is going to be great.
Hey, bring a popcorn.
Bring in
I can't wait to
popcorn.
have fun. We're gonna have fun, everybody.
Oh yeah. So, but now, are there any other announcements on your guys' field players? What's going on in your guys' lives?
All right, announcement. I'm getting married, and also I have a backup character. So
Guys, Cheems died. Pour one
Yeah.
out for the funky
Gosh,
dog.
honestly.
And
Shout out.
send us thumbs up and memes
Yeah.
to give us power through this session because it's going to be a doozy.
yeah,
Rest in peace, Cheems.
honestly,
Gone but not forgotten.
Gone but not
never
forgotten. Never.
A real announcement.
Now, let's play some
uh,
freaking D&D, gamers.
No way,
After
Grayson
this
has an
announcement.
After this announcement.
After this announcement. Anyways, the podcast is a little bit behind. We'll catch up pretty soon. Don't worry. Like, just recapping and questions.
Technically, they
Settle
won't
down.
notice. Technically,
Hold your
they won't
horse.
notice.
Relax, everybody. Relax.
Relax.
We know that you're all so excited about it.
The demand's
Every
pouring in.
Backup
Every
podcast
single,
because we made an
every
extra
single
one.
4 of you. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah,
So.
Grayson, be worried about the 4. Like we're about to be worried about the 4 people we're about to fight.
Absolutely.
What was that,
Oh.
Justin?
Nothing.
On the fly, this is the players on the fly real quick. Crazy Bones, because I just realized this news. We have a new setup happening in the back end. Sorry about this, everybody. Grayson, if you don't mind, occasionally, like 30 minutes in between, unmute the Twitch stream for yourself and make sure the audio isn't going crackling. Discord's had an update and now streaming's having some issues. So let me know when that happens. I know how to fix it, but I need help keeping track of when it's happening. And feel free to interrupt it when you can, because it fucks up everything.
Gotcha.
Anyways,
Gotcha.
to the meat of what it is, let's get to the recap. Unless, lastly, anything else? That good? You guys good?
No, let's hallucinate.
Awesome. Let's hallucinate. Last we left off, our party members were on the verge of catching up to the hard-to-find Canton Prin and Smoking Joe. They had been following the trail for several days now, and just recently learned of them heading south through the Felfang Enclave. Upon revisiting the Felfang Enclave, however, they found a wake of destruction, a hell-bent path that they seem to have taken, where the encampment was nearly in ruins, the chapel in which the bugbear priests lie as rubble, and they had an encounter with the bugbear, learning that they continued to head south after the fact, that they had attacked the bugbears and attacked them after the bugbear was told to stop them under Wise command, the god in which our party is serving, helping, working with, using, we are not too sure. But with that newfound information, Pearl antsy to get to the bottom of it and not standing for the delays after delays after delays and being tired of as one put being one step behind always, left the party in a bit of a rage where he wasn't acting quite himself, having previously been possessed by Y, seemingly acted a bit different before he drank a potion of invisibility and presumably disappeared to head south. Since then, we have not found him. However, we have decided to follow him and his tracks as we are now cresting over to the top of the large hill where the watching spire had collapsed and fallen downwards, and we're just about to crest over the top as we get back to our party. And I'll leave it to you.
Are we there yet?
Should be closing in on it soon.
Okay. Good. So much walking. I feel like we've been walking for 8 days now.
You're tired,
buddy.
Senor. I'm tired.
Oh, do you need,
Unlike all of you, you know.
do you need a piggyback or something? Or
You know, Senor, that would be nice. But we're almost there.
okay. The offer stands. Domino, I like you, so you know.
Oh, si, Senor. A lot of people like me. But I like you. You're very nice.
Oh, well, I
Guys.
appreciate it.
I'd like if we could stay on topic.
Oh, but I love talking about Domino Laverna. But we're almost there. You're right. We'll stay on topic.
I guess we'll have to
Laser
stay on
focus.
topic.
Laser focus, please.
Focus on death. Got it.
And yes, your travel time heading all the way from the city through the Felfang Enclave to the top of the spire has been round about 5 to 6 hours. We have crested past midnight and are not creeping into the early morning hours. But you see that it's hard to tell that as the moon itself still sits stationary, giving plenty of illumination from above, making it a low light area as you guys crest the top of this hill. I want you guys all to roll a perception check.
First roll. First roll.
Oh,
Oh,
23,
do
baby.
Do we still have our point of exhaustion from last?
Yo, natural
No.
20 for a 25.
You do not.
Okay, understood.
First natural 20 of the night,
First natural
25.
20. Let's go.
I think.
All right.
ah,
And
I rolled a 9.
I
9.
also rolled a 9.
9.
Let's go. 9 buddies.
I
Hey,
rolled
9
an
buddies.
18.
18. And Astrid?
23.
23. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Zatira, Kalikath, and Astrid. As you guys go over the crest of this hill, and you guys are, and when I say hill, it's really a small-ish mountain. It was a pain to get your way up to there, and you can now see the large expanse that reaches this this curve in the geography, and you can see behind you is the crossroads sitting there, lights illuminating in the night. And across the other way, what would be this dark void, canopy of forest and trees that goes down a large sloping hill and eventually finds its way to the beach. But that's not what interests you. What interests you is a bit farther into the water. Maybe 3 miles out, it's hard to determine, sits several lights as a few vessels of some sorts, but it's hard to make out the details, sit there stationary, seemingly docked or anchored. Out of sight from anywhere you could find in Crossroads, but hidden behind this large hill, resting in the open, what would be open waters. And those who made above 20, Astrid and Kalikath, you two, looking very intently watching that you guys can just see disappearing over this large wave and reappearing before disappearing again, a few lights of seemingly smaller boats canoeing their way to shore. It's only a matter of time before they reach the beach. Those of you above 20, I want you to roll a survival or intelligence check.
Let's see. Survival. Got a 13 for survival.
I
Okay.
also got a 13.
Oh,
Using
that's
the
not good.
direction they're heading, you can tell that they're heading to this shore, but it is a bit difficult to tell where they're planning on landing. And as you scour the beach, you don't see immediately, maybe the tree canopy blocking some of it, any signs of where they're going. You can only get the general vicinity from this distance.
well, we can see about where they are. Might not know the exact location, but we know what direction to travel in. And It doesn't look like we have long either.
So we could take
True.
an estimated guess on where they might dock. So,
I mean, a good guess now is better than a best guess later. Let's start heading that
Right.
way.
You guys begin to press your way through the dark forest. And as you guys do, yeah, moving a bit faster this time, trying to reach there, obviously before the canoe ships can make its way to shore, though it's especially difficult to get there as you don't know exactly where they're going. Now, who would be leading the party as the canopy of the trees begins to block almost all that moonlight that was giving you low light vision, and some of it becomes complete darkness, and you're trying to traverse your way down this hill to make sure you end in the general vicinity where they are? Who wants to make that nature check to lead the party? Survival check.
I could do it. I've got dark vision too,
Yeah.
All right.
as well. I shouldn't have
We
done it.
trust you, Calicat.
That was a mistake. I got a 5.
Oh.
I'm lost.
Ooh.
You guys travel for what is about 15 to 20 minutes, and you head your way down the mountain, and it's obvious which you stop for a moment. There's a break between the trees, and you can see through this small like opening in the trees that you thought you were leading directly towards the group of boats and canoes and where they'd be heading. But you now, with this break in the trees, see that they were actually to your right and have added another 10 minutes to your travel time as you all begin to pivot in that direction.
Well,
You guys do
shit. That was it.
Well, that's okay, Calicat. Let's fix our
double the pace now.
fix our mistake. Let's start sprinting if we're running out of time.
You guys begin to decide to sprint through the forest. I want you guys to either make an an athletics check as you guys begin to pick up steam and rush through the forest to try to make it maybe decimate that 10-minute time that you had built up if you were moving at a normal pace.
I got a
Athletics.
15.
I got a 13.
I got a 9.
Yeah, 9,
21.
21.
Hey, 21.
Tiebreaker. Domino.
Domino.
Domino, roll above a 10.
You said it is athletics, yeah?
Athletics. That is correct.
Above a
I
10.
got 15.
15. All right. That 10-minute gap that was increased had successfully got diminished in half, 5 minutes. And as you guys eventually make your way through, you guys get closer and closer, and you guys start to see, some of you, and eventually all of you, the lights of various canoes and boats, and seemingly something on the beach. And as you kind of get to the edge of this clearing, the edge of the forest that is this deep, thick canopy, you guys can peer through some of the shrubs and bushes. You guys are on a 15-foot drop-off, sheared cliff, and it goes into a bit of like a sandy slide and gravelly slide. And up ahead, about I'd say maybe 120, maybe 150 feet away, lies 3 individuals on the beach, currently watching the waters. And parked next to them, or docked next to them, is a canoe that's been drug onto the sandy shore. But from this distance, you can't tell if there's any more figures.
It looks like them. Plan of action.
Well, I think maybe 2 teams. I've seen some of you work at range and some of you work better in the front. But Astrid, this is your mission. Do you need any enhancements?
I think it would be best if Satira and Domino try to hide,
Have a stay behind.
see if we can get an angle on them.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we keep
Sí,
it
señor.
range.
Very well.
Hopefully we can get the drop on them.
All right.
Kalakath, Arya, come with me.
And Naomi.
Naomi silently follows along, and you can he kind of like unsheathes his large great hammer. That has like it's large pole great hammer that can like if he holds it up next to his like shoulder, it reaches down to the floor. But he kind of nods and silently starts to walk with you.
Well, I'm gonna touch myself real quick.
Ooh.
Roll
I'm
dexterity
trying-
check. I'm kidding.
Cast a shield of faith on myself.
Roll a strength check.
Oh, so shield of faith. And as you do, all right, do you have flavor for that, or
Yes, I'm going to put my hand over my heart, look down for a second, and the flowers around my around my neck and around my shoulder get a little thicker,
thicker?
a little
Gotcha.
more lively.
Those of you who are pressing up against this sheer drop off, you can see that it'll be a bit of a drop into a slide, and you guys are attempting to do so stealthily. Once you guys, those who choose to jump, roll acrobatics unless you have a different plan of attack.
DM, would you allow someone to roll athletics,
I would not.
as this is also very well? I tried. I rolled a 6.
I got an 11.
Arya didn't really have a
11,
plan. He
6.
sort of just
Astrid,
Do
fumbled.
roll stealth checks too.
we'll get to the stealth checks in a moment. Astrid,
Justin, you got an acrobat check. Please roll high for all of us.
It's up to him now.
It's up to you.
He may be
Astrid,
Oh.
struggling.
maybe struggling. I will. So, Kalakath making above 10. You're the first one to look at this.
He rolled
You
a
gotta,
22.
Oh, 22.
A
rolled a
22.
22.
All right. Excuse me. Astrid is the first one, and Kalakath Kalakath will keep with that. Kalakath, you're the first one to see the cliff, and you kind of like your right foot bends down over the drop, and then you put your left leg out, and you just drop. Right leg falling to the sand first. As the right leg hits it, the left leg follows behind. You just slide gently down the little sheer cliff. Astrid leaps and lands next to you. The sand kicks up, but it's in a strangely graceful way. Even with the sand kicking up, there was little sound that seemed to happen as the sand begins to rain down gently. However, Arya is about to follow as he's looking down at this cliff, and Naomi, like standing next to Arya, looks down as well. But the piece of cliff kind of crackles and falls, and Naomi's right leg goes down first as he reaches up instinctively, grabs Arya, and they both go toppling doo-doo, 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 as they fall like face first in the sand. Two pieces of sand like launch into the air and come raining down as they kind of like eat it. As Naomi rolled the second natural one on the same fall as before we retcon that.
Ooh, senor.
History repeats itself.
Yikes.
Arya.
Naomi,
Oh, sorry.
you didn't have to do that.
Domino and Zatira, you guys see this happen. How are you guys progressing closer to the group as they crash and some of them land gently in the sand? They're still about 150 feet away in darkness, and you guys cannot tell, based on the movement of the lights or anything, if they've really caught on to any of that happened.
Ooh.
Well, hopefully that didn't give us away completely.
See, senor Ita. I don't know about you, but that was kind of loud.
Yeah.
Let's not repeat their mistakes.
Right. Well, ideally, we're not going down there with them. You and I, we're gonna stay up here. We're gonna be a bit more stealthy about this, and let's see if we can be a bit more distant from each other and establish a bit of a crossfire on some of them.
Good idea. Good idea.
I'll head over to this spot here. You head in the opposite direction, so we still have a good shot on them.
Now, you two are about 120 feet, really 145 feet, away from them and the same direction. When you say two different directions, that would send Domino even farther away. Are you guys moving together, but one of the two of you are stopping and the other one's moving further?
I don't want us to be like too far apart.
Right.
Like maybe another like 30, 40 feet like maximum between us. Just like, and not
Ooh.
like going further away from the shore. Just
I actually, Domino doesn't have that much range on them. Ooh, I don't know.
So you think it'd be better if you were
I
closer?
might move up a little bit closer, yeah.
Okay.
About 25 feet away from Zatira? Would that sound...
Yeah, is there
Is
any-
Zatira...
How
Who's in the
far
front
am I?
here?
I would be in the front.
You would be in the
Right.
front.
Yeah.
Yes. I have the shorter range, so
Mhm.
but I would be
I'm
just out of I'd just be out of the way of the tier shots. That's what
Got it. Got it.
That's what
Got it.
Domino trying to move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
I think they're
Supposed to be
also
aligned
trying to
with each
be
other.
like aligned with each. Yeah. Like,
Right.
Yeah, we're trying to
If-
be aligned with each other.
It's
Gotcha.
not really
Yeah.
someone
Like a
forward, one
crossfire
someone
thing.
back. It's more like someone's
Yeah,
up and
yeah.
someone's down. on
Follow.
the
Yeah.
left
Someone's
side.
one of us is left, the other is right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. As you guys progress, there you see that there's a shelf that's much closer to the group. One that would be maybe opportune for getting shots off if necessary, but a bit closer. Would either of you or both of you wish to take that shelf?
If
it's-
You would be
thinks
in
that
range
it'll
if you're on
be
that
better
shelf, but if you were not on that shelf, you would be over 60 feet away.
that's fine for me being over 60 feet away.
Yeah, that's
Domino, you-
Domino has he has 120 feet for his Eldritch
Mhm.
Blast, so that would be
yeah,
fine
I've
too.
got- yeah, I've
Alright.
got 80 to 320 is for my long distance.
Okay.
Mm.
So, as you guys progress, I want you both to roll stealth checks, and Domino, yours is more challenging because you're getting much closer to the group.
Ooh.
All right. Would you
Oh
allow
no.
advantage? Actually, no, that's foolish of me.
I rolled a 6.
You two are
unfortunately.
rolling
I rolled a
at,
9.
well, actually, they're rolling at disadvantage with the perception checks, but since it's passive perception, I'll give you both advantage as you were because they're not actively looking for you. And I'll have to double check the rules later if that's how that works, but in this instance, we'll give you advantage on the stealth check.
Okay.
Thank
I got a 23 now.
I got a 17.
Thank
I'd say
God.
before them being
Nice.
so
That's
far away,
much
I'm on
better.
that little shelf.
With the distance and being inside of like a canopy, going through the leaves, and with it being so dark, you guys make it much closer, and you guys can see now that the moonlit beachy shores, and at this distance you can see that there is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people currently rustling and bustling around this ship. One of them is sitting far back, a little bit closer to you, back behind, leaning onto what seems to be a ruined and rotted or maybe destroyed piece of he's kind of sitting on an old box, and next to him is a lantern. And then up ahead, they have another lantern, and they're loading things on to a small, what would be a rowing boat. Those ones are harder to figure, but the character sitting on top of the box closer to you with the lantern to his side sits with this large brimmed hat, and you can see a bit of smoke as he's facing away from you, rolling up over the end of the hat, blocking some of the light. You believe you found Smoking Joe.
Well,
And when there's
It's-
smoke, there's fire.
is that him?
That's one of them.
Ground team, you two you guys are much farther away, but you can make out this Smoking Joe character being on the ground. They sit maybe 200 feet away from you, and you guys are in the shadows of the trees that the moonlight's producing. How are you guys going to approach this scene?
By your leave, Arya. Or by your leave, Astrid.
Hmm. You think it would just be best to walk out? No sense in trying to sneak up on them.
If that's what you think is best, let's do it.
I think I
Calicath?
would like to
Naomi?
try and stay at least a little bit hidden.
I agree that a direct approach would be better, but it would be more for my sake.
All right. Galakath, if you want to try being a little bit further back, and me and Astrid will, and Naomi will be the front ground team.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up in the front. I don't do well. Hide.
Sounds good to me then.
Sounds good. Well, Arya, Kalakath, Naomi, let's go see my master.
All right, let's do it.
You guys
And
begin.
we'll walk out.
You guys begin to walk out into the clearing. The moonlight illuminating your full bodies now. And you guys begin to take steps over the beach. Astrid, you make it about 60 feet away where they can hear you if you called out. Before you can at least see that the you can't see his face as the brimmed hat covers it with a shadow, is looking in your direction but making no real reaction or comment. Just watching as you guys approach. Not really. He can't make out your details. You can't make out his. But you can call out to them at this point.
Canton Prin! Smoking Joe!
A second of silence before figures begin to walk in your direction. One a taller man, his face and his body darkened by the moonlight as his back's illuminated. He's walking forward. You can't make out his details, and the brimmed hat also pushes his right leg off of that crate and begins to walk beside him in a similar three-man fashion. The other figure in the back doesn't move as these two get closer. Eventually they get close enough and you can hear a dark voice speak outwards. Light. A fing, 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 fing. 4 lights appear. These bluish green lights kind of sit in the air, dancing lights, as a man with a white hair and a ponytail in the back, one that you know well. Aged a little, but still spry, maybe looking like he's in his late 50s, and his large beard that kind of bushels out some ways. He walks with you, his hands in white wrappings, and he wears a monk garb. Canton Prince steps through the beach, walking towards you, and not far back to his right, just behind him, a younger man, still withered and still old, around his early 40s, at least from the looks, a human, walks around. He takes a big puff as the red light illuminates his face slightly. And he makes a puff outwards as this large plume of smoke covers his face for a second as he moves in even closer. He has dark hair that runs down, looking silky and dirtied and oily. Smoking Joe. It's only moments before he is about 10 feet away from you, and and Canton Prince stops. Smoking Joe not stopping too far back.
Finally found you.
So you have.
Grin.
And what will you do?
Hopefully get some answers. Why did you leave me? In the middle of a town that I don't know.
I needed to. You shouldn't be here. None of you should. I was trying to protect you. He takes another step forwards, closer.
What are you trying to accomplish? I could help if you would have just told me instead of just setting me on this wild goose chase, Master Prin.
I assure you, my interests are in favor of the Frostbolstadr.
But you're going directly against Master Martez's wishes.
Master Martez is short-sighted. I'm looking much deeper, much farther than he is. He's concerned with a measly dragon, and I am concerned with much more. If you disagreed with me and turned back, you would have time to tell Master Martez that I had made this decision. So I took you with me. You shouldn't have come here.
Let me make my own decisions, and I'll act on them accordingly. Not just leave me.
Those decisions come with risk, Astrid. Surely you could see the broader side of things.
Like your little experiment? We found her. We couldn't
And-
save her. She died.
When you say that, Canton Prin looks downwards and to the left with a disgust on his face and a frustration on his brow. But contrastingly, Smoking Joe, standing behind him to his right, you can't see much of his expression as his hat covers his face, but with the light from his cigar, a dark and twisted, yellow-stained teeth grin appears, and they don't give much of a response besides those physical reactions.
Is that what it does? Is that what the silver vine does? Turns those injected with it into some viney amalgamation? It kept her alive, but she wanted nothing but death. That's the way to live. Why,
Astrid,
Master?
there are more important things at stake. The hope... And you see that he wants to tell you something, but he holds it to himself. Turn around. Make this easier on both of us.
I will not leave without accomplishing my goal.
And what
to make
is
a
that,
delivery.
Astrid? I trained you. From the start, I trained you. And from the start, I knew you were not what it takes to be a monk. And he takes a few steps forwards. Master Martez should have never enlightened you. And he starts to walk towards you a little bit. At this point, he is right in front of you, just right in front of your face. And he looks up to you as you are a Goliath, he is a human being. And there's a frustration in his face, a grimace, and almost a bit of a sneer as he looks up at you. And you can see him lashing out at you at this point, just in his attempt to make you to leave. I'm telling you one more time. I don't want to do this. But if you give me no choice, you endanger the monastery.
Master, I can't. I just can't. As I trained with Marco and trained under your tutelage, I've been so close-minded to nothing but the path I thought I was supposed to follow. Marco was so brash and hard-headed and stubborn. He did what it took to meet his goals. I realize now that he was trying to teach me that in his own strange way. And I would do anything in this world to bring him back. I miss my brother. You raised me, Master Prin. So why? I can't leave without getting a definitive answer from you, Master. I will get that silver vine. I will finish this task. And I will make you acknowledge me as a true monk of the Frost Bolstadire. And I summon my astral arms.
Whoa! That
That went perfect. That time.
went perfect, actually.
As the two astral arms, a shockwave happens as you're beginning to summon them. Through all the noise that the astral arms do create when you summon them and you prepare yourself in a battle stance, you can still hear the piercing, dark, deep voice of Kenton Prin regretfully saying, "Then you leave me no choice. And we'll go to initiative, baby!"
Let's go!
Holy
Whoa.
shit! What a scene!
Oh, here we
And
go.
make him roll a dex save.
All right, we got a higher animator now. That was
We'll
dope.
start
Yeah.
we'll start from the initiative, but you do summon those two, and we'll do the duck save on your turn as a free action. But
Yeah.
give me two
Would this be a
moments.
surprise round, though?
This would not be a surprise round. He was very aware that this could go escalate into combat. This is not. There was no deception here. He was ready for combat.
Word,
Yeah.
word.
Unfortunate.
Justin,
Finally, dude.
it worked.
I know. I've been cooking that up for like all day today.
It was clean. It was clean as fuck. I
Yeah.
love it, guys. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Third
All
time's the
right.
charm this time around.
Yeah.
It worked.
Now,
I'm
Right?
glad we gave you the third.
Dude, your voice quivering at the end there, that was dope.
And now I sewed my astral arms.
Hey, Satira, don't forget to check and make sure the audio is working. Just give me a message if it is, but we're gonna get to it.
Yep.
As you say that, you summon to a voice, and there's a very disappointed Canton Prin turning his head. He's shaking his head no. You don't know when it happened. In fact, no one does. No one even saw it happen. But almost as though it had always been that way. And that's how fast this move was. There is a wand in the air and a bit of smoke running out of the pockets of Smoking Joe. And a dark grin appears on his face as he begins to light his wand. It's a awful looking thing, a crooked wand with a black hilt and a brown rotted wood, but on the end of it a white star begins to appear, and that star begins to expand into an ever bright sphere. It is blinding. For a moment you can't see anything, and the first thing you see or feel is a wave of heat that rushes against all three of you as you're standing there. The wave of heat begins to roll over, and then those inside the tree line also feel this wave of heat. Everything becomes white for a moment, and for as though in an anime in a smear frame, the fabric of reality begins to shift, and you begin to feel yourself almost burning away before there's a stop to it all in one moment as it all comes to a crashing, connecting right back as though nothing happened. And you can now see, cindered a little bit, Canton Prin holds Smoking Joe's arm, turns his head to his right, and says, "You do not kill one of them, else you do not see pay. Not until I give the order." And he throws the arm to the right, Smoking Joe kind of like grasping at his wrist, his entire spell slot wasted, his focus disrupted as he wasn't able to finish the spell. Canton Prin looks to you, and he, with a dark, grim look on his face, he says, "You have 1 minute to show me you have any worth to the monastery, and I will spare you." Smoking Joe angrily dissipates into smoke. Hold on, and I'll move us to the battle map. All right. As a bonus action, he's going to Misty Step. And I believe that is a 30 feet jump, but I got to double. Real quick, James, you know that off the top of your head?
I think it feels like 30 feet is a good estimation. I think off the top of my head it's 60, but let me check.
Yep. I'm just going off of a quick memory estimation is all.
DM, how far am I?
You guys are all accurate into your locations. As I was doing it while we were rocking and rolling.
Oh, you're such a good DM.
All right, so Smoking Joe is going to move 30 feet. I'm just going to do 30 because I don't know immediately, and I checked it, but I can't quite remember. He's going to move 30 feet backwards and to the right. All right, and that's going to interrupt his turn and kill off his spell slot.
Hell yeah.
And let me write that down. I'm still working on getting good at wizards.
Yeah, just throw things at the wall, you know.
Just throw things at the wall. I don't want to fuck you guys. Exactly.
Well,
all right. That's gonna move it on over to the next person on our initiative, Kalakath. As you see this event unfold, for a second you are blinded, and suddenly the vision returns to you.
Alright. Is it any way possible for me to sneak into combat, or is it too bright?
Let me go ahead and roll your stealth check. I gotta check on Canton Prin's natural perception check, because he is a monk and he has a high stuff on that natural stuff. Ooh.
for sure.
I got a 20.
20. You don't know if you're stealth or not, but you do feel pretty confident.
Was it net or was it dirty?
It was dirty.
Hell yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
Kalakath, it is your turn.
Let's see. I'm going to move up right about here.
All right.
Had a ping.
Right there?
And then something.
You come sprinting out of the darkness. You're still stealth as you keep your body low and you're running through. It's really hard to see as the moonlight just illuminates you. I'd say that Smoking Joe sees you, but Canton Prin has not noticed you yet. As you come running up, he's focused on the target in front of him as you're running his way out. Smoking Joe wouldn't notice you because he's still teleporting. All right, what's your turn?
Is it Would casting message cause an action?
I believe so. You would have to check message the spell.
Let me see.
It looks like a action. Yep, one action.
Yep, it's an
Yeah,
action.
it's an action.
Yeah, one action.
Very well.
I'll just have the spell list open. Seems like
Since everyone's gonna ask you anyway.
yeah.
I know the important spells. I have those well written here.
No, I get you.
Let's see. I would like to cast Bane on Canton Prin.
Hanson Prim? What's the save?
Yep.
What type of
It's
save?
a charisma.
Hanson Prim dice. Let's go. Alright, charisma.
Hell yeah.
Come on, Kenton. Show yourself to me. Oh, there you are. Charisma, he made a 14.
It fails.
Perfect. What
He
happens?
now has a what is it? Saving throw. If he makes an attack roll or saving throw, he has to make a 1d4 and subtract that from his total.
Okay, gotcha. 1d4 versus every attack.
Yep, every attack or
Alright.
saving throw.
Just help me
Negative 1d4.
remember. All right. What's next? That did.
That'll be the end of my turn.
All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'll just stay here.
All right. So now that's going to move on over to Satira. Your turn.
Ooh-wee. Okay. I don't think I heard much of him about giving Astrid 1 minute to impress him himself. But Satira's thinking like, okay, it's action time. Seen them about to square up. Kalakath dropped a spell on him. Satira's gonna take a light crossbow shot at Smokin' Joe.
All right. Roll to hit.
Ooh boy.
And is that within your optimal
You got
range?
this.
70 feet?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a light
Yeah,
crossbow?
Yes.
His optimal
Yes.
is 80.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
Oops, that's not it. That is a 21 to hit,
That'll hit.
go!
and
go.
does that have sneak attack
Nice.
since I was stealth?
That's true. It does have sneak attack.
Okay, so take that
Astrid's
6 that I rolled before, and then add additional 12 on top of that. Piercing
Oh,
damage.
nice. A bolt
18 damage.
Total of
finds its
18
way
piercing.
into Smoking Joe. He takes a step back and quickly, like, he doesn't snap it, but he does kind of move back to ignore it.
I will take like a couple steps over, like in my cover, and then we'll bonus action try and hide again from view, so he doesn't
Alright,
know
yep.
where the shot came from.
Yep.
That is
Alright.
a natural 20 for a total of 26.
Woo! You disappear straight into that. You can see him
Let's go.
scanning over the horizon, and he's not making any eyesight to where you were.
Ooh-wee. All right, that should be my turn. The shot and the bonus action.
All right. Moving it on down to Astrid. Your turn.
Oh, make him roll that deck save.
Make Cancer Prin. Oh, you're right.
Yes.
Free action.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
whoa. All right. That will be a 29. No, sorry, 27.
Did you subtract the bane?
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
I can take away the bane.
I don't think yeah.
27,
Don't count.
6, 5, 24. 7. Yeah,
Alright.
24.
24 work.
he-
There's a 24 pass.
Yeah.
Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. He pat. It definitely does.
All right.
Hell yeah.
What's going on, my man?
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Yeah,
you
he
have your
definitely passed.
Yep. you got your action and everything else.
Okay, I'm going
My calculator's dead.
to roll to hit him with. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're lagging a little bit. What you got? What's your roll?
Piano Man. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's
you're
probably
cutting out
a little
bit,
bit in
but
the
we
back.
can hear you.
Okay. I'm gonna. Try to hit him with my quarter staff.
Okay.
So
All right, what's the damage?
What's the
Okay.
roll? What's the hit?
12 and 15.
No, what's
Yeah,
the
what's
damage?
12 and
No,
15.
what's the
Hey.
damage?
12 and 15.
12 and 15. Both to hit.
Your quarterstaff comes swinging in, and Canton Print holds both hands behind his back
That's
as
a
he
12.
ducks downwards. The
Or-
bow.
15.
All right. The bow staff swings over his body. You could just hear the howling wind as he just does a small bow to begin the battle. He leans his body upwards and takes a step to the left as another slice downwards as the bow staff swings, both just catching air. All right. Mr. Astrid, is that your turn?
He's got more. He's got more. He's got more.
He's got more. He's got more. We just need a Mr. Astrid to return to us.
Return. Arise, chicken. Arise.
Right.
Arise from the great beyond.
Okay, I'm back.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
What's next? If you guys see him roll something, help me
It's
out.
like it's any time. It's like the
Let's hit
He's
I
rolling an
assume.
unarmed
something.
strike.
Okay.
He's a 24. He rolled a
Bonus
24 to
action,
hit on an
bonus
unarmed
action
strike.
punch. Here we go.
Yeah, there it goes.
Bonus
It's
action.
24
20.
to hit.
Serious.
24. Let me double check something. That will hit. Roll damage.
Let's go.
Yeah, roll that damage.
8 damage.
8 damage. Your two bow staff swings miss, but a astral arm over your right shoulder finds it. It comes over at an angle and crashes into his shoulder, and his shoulder doesn't move. All right.
And I end my turn.
Cool. Moving it on over to Domino.
All right, DM. Okay, so I am going to try to attack Smokin' Joe
All right.
with my Eldritch Blast.
All right. Roll to hit.
All right, here we go. 13.
13. As the Eldritch Blast fires, unfortunately, there's a boom as the lightning crackles and booms its way over and finds itself blasting into the boat as the boat begins to light into flame.
Of course. All right. So now, am I able to move 25 feet to here? Wait, let's see if I can. Am I able to move here?
Yes, but I need you to roll an acrobatics check to jump down that 15-foot jump.
All right. Here we go, girl.
10.
Domino was in the circus. He's probably good at acrobatics, right?
He's probably.
Yeah, he did a 14.
14. That is a pass as you land down on the ground safely. You slide your way to the bottom. You end where you were. I should have given Arya the fall
Alright.
damage, but whoops. Oh well.
So let me see. Am I close enough yet?
I don't know.
Give me a moment. Let me see. Okay, no, I want to. Can I go one square down? Yeah.
All right.
I want to make sure I'm in range. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Now, I will end my turn.
Gotta make sure you're in range. Just kidding. But yeah, you end your turn. Perfectly fine. Very good. All right. It moves over to Canton Prince's turn as he takes as that astral fist hitting his shoulder kind of crashes down and it lands for a second before lifting up like a heavy weight would kind of off of his shoulder. Canton Prince's shoulder unmoving. He doesn't even like grasp at it in pain or have much of a reaction as he looks over to you with just an intensity and stare, and he goes, "Not enough," before disappearing. All right, Arya does a. Oh my God, that would be Simple
Does a
math.
600 hit.
As long as it's like below single digits.
There's a 28 hit.
Yeah, 28 hits.
All right.
Does a 25
And that
hit.
next is Naomi. All
Uh-oh.
right. Yeah, that's gonna hit. All right, Naomi gets hit, and then that's gonna be Astrid. Natural 20. Oh shit! All right, cool.
guys-
So
This might be bad.
I need Naomi, Astrid, and Arya to all roll. Let's see, Arya, you are a Constitution saving throw. Astrid, you are a Dexterity saving throw, and Naomi is a Strength saving throw. I'm gonna get Naomi's in real quick. Okay, Naomi passes.
I rolled a
Wait,
12.
what was my save?
12.
Dexterity.
What am I doing?
Dexterity.
A
You're doing a
dex
dex
save?
crit, Justin.
Yeah, deck save. After he
Alright.
crit hit you.
A
That
22.
is so unfortunate.
22.
Good.
Let me find my D. There it is. Let's see what we get.
Let me find my calculator and just keep adding zeros.
All right. So, what did you have, Justin? Or sorry, Arya. What do you have? And Justin, what do you have?
I had a 12.
12,
I had a
Come on.
22.
22.
22.
All right.
22 for my
So
save.
he was standing in front of you before he almost sips out of existence. There's just a blur of him, and before you could gather what happened, the back right of a foot smacks into the top of your head, Astrid. That's gonna deal. There we go. This is gonna deal 16 bludgeoning damage as the foot cracks over the back of your head, and that's gonna also hit. Let's see, 16. I'm just gonna do it the same. Well, actually, I'll re-roll. Okay.
Every roll, get something higher.
No, because I don't want to be rude. 11
I'm
damage to
joking.
Naomi, and as that happens, Naomi's like gets hit in the face, and his and with that the left foot also clicked onto the what would be his great hammer. The great hammer flips into the air, doing 3 flips before he catches it with its right hand. He then like about 4 feet lifted in the air, not yet touching the ground, grabs the great hammer before zip disappearing. And Arya, Arya, a fist is lodged about 4 inches into your fist. He just reappears holding in his left hand the great hammer, holding it behind his back as a fist is about 4 inches deep into your sternum, into your stomach, as you take what would be 16 bludgeoning damage. Astrid, you didn't fall. Naomi lost his weapon, and you got stunned as he's about 4 inches into your stomach. As he looks in, he kind of drops the weapon for a second, letting it stand on its own. Pushes your head back, and pushes your hair off the top bridge of your head. Looks at you deep in your eyes and goes, "These are the allies my student has chosen." And that's going to be the end of his turn.
That's the sound that I make. It's very unbecoming when I get
I'm
stunned.
not gonna lie, I thought he said fist. And I was like, oh, greatest fist bump ever.
Yeah, I thought.
I heard. I think
you
he
said-
did say fist.
I think
His
you
fist
said
is
Fist
his fist was.
lodged- His fist was
that-
lodged into fist.
Oh,
in
my
my
bad.
fist.
Fist lodged in the sternum. In the sternum. My apologies. It's actually
like-
dented deep into your metal armor. That's funny. Yeah, I probably did say that.
His fist is 4 inches into your fist, and I'm like, that's my hand. That's all of it.
That's really funny. My apologies. Into your sternum, knocking the wind out of you, making your armor bend inwards, crashing, and like it's nasty. He
That's
stops.
not healthy.
It becomes your turn, and it becomes
Me, Arya?
yeah, Arya. It's your turn. Would you like to say anything as you are stunned?
All right.
I think he's this piece.
And I'd like to try to save, I suppose.
No, it's until the end of his next turn. He's a monk.
Oh, it's that one.
Ooh.
Got it.
It's that one.
Just
You just
I
deal
don't-
with it.
I don't think I could say anything. Just to end turn.
And end your turn, stepping off the boat, real silently, like not really saying anything, covered in a shawl, covering his face and covering his body. an individual pushes his right foot off the boat, says something. I don't think anyone's in the right range to hear a whisper. And the two beings right here continue working as though nothing's happening. And the being begins to just slowly, 5, 10, 15, walk in front of the boat and stops. His face is shrouded and you cannot see him as he's covered in a cloak, and he's just watching what's ahead. Moving on over, Smoking Joe. Smoking Joe is going to raise his right fist and reach out into a large, like grasping grab. And as he does that, this blue flame begins to appear next to you, Aria. Or actually, this is you, Calicat. My apologies. Let me get that fixed. A blue flame begins to appear next to you, and as you look to your left, you see this massive, what seems to be a giant's hand reaching down and coming down to grab at you. Let me double check what the save is. All right.
I thought it was another theft wheel.
Bro,
All right.
shit.
So what I need you to do is I need you to roll. It's contesting. You get your choice of athletics or acrobatics as this massive flaming hand slowly, not really slowly, but kind of materializes next to you and reaches down to grab you. It looks like that of a giant.
I think I'll take acrobatics.
All right, and I will make a contesting save after I grab the. All right.
You got this, Cal.
No, I don't.
No,
All right.
he doesn't.
I'm
I
gonna get,
believe in you.
I'm gonna get his roll.
My best friend.
You can't have two best friends. All right, Domino. That's
14.
everything else. The magic is
Best
reasonable.
friend of me. Best friend of me. There we go. There.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. That's fair.
22.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 6.
22. Okay, so this massive flaming hand slowly like grabs onto you. It covers your entire body, holds your arms tight, and starts to slowly lift you into the air. And then it, almost like the master hand from Smash Ball, squeezes really tightly. I'm gonna have to roll damage on that one as his bonus action. Oh no, that's not his bonus action. That's his action. Gets spent. Let's see here. 2d6 plus his. And as he does that, Smoking Joe is walking down towards the water, and the spurs on his boots begin to spin, and with this dark smoke begins to billow out of his spurs, and these red sparks begin to as it begins to spin upwards. I'm gonna have to roll. Oop. I'm just throwing d6s everywhere in my room. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 fire damage as it grasps onto you and squeezes tightly. You are now grappled.
Rips down.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And I need you to roll, I believe, a concentration check for your Bane. And I might be wrong on that. So somebody give me a fact check, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
I think you're right.
That
Yeah.
reminds me.
What,
A
what is a
concentration
concentration check?
Constitution
It's either
check.
10
You
or half the damage check.
Yeah.
Constitution. Yeah.
so you want to make above a 10 with a Constitution check.
I think
Is it?
I need to
What do I
that
what
as
do
well.
I roll with?
You roll a Constitution
Constitution
saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
I got a 15.
15. All right. You successfully keep Bane on Kenton Pren. 10, 15,
As the
20,
hand
25.
rips down on me, I yell out to Smoking Joe, "Please, don't tell me this is. Please, don't tell me this is as tight as you can grab. I've had harder handshakes with my grandmother.
Oh,
All
no, he's
right.
kinky.
How much
Smoking-
damage did I take? 10.
You took 10 fire damage.
Okay.
All right. And that's going to end Smoking Joe's turn, as we're going to move over to your turn, Calicat, as you're yelling at him, currently grappled by this giant, massive hand.
All right. What do I need to roll to break out of this?
If you want to use your action to break free, you may use an athletics or an acrobatics, but it is an action.
Let's see. You said it was in athletics or acrobatics?
That's right.
I'll try and break free with acrobatics.
All right. That will be your action. I just want you to be aware.
Yeah, I rolled another 6.
You roll another 6. I got to roll. It's a re-roll for him, so you might get out. You did not
But,
get out.
I mean, If I'm grappled, then I can't do anything anyway, can I?
You can act. You could have attacked. You could have cast spells. You just can't move.
Oh. Oh well.
You're not incapacitated.
I thought grappled meant I can't do anything.
I see.
Do we want to redo?
In this instance, we'll just say you struggled against it unless you feel that you deserve to redo.
I don't really deserve a redo.
Okay.
I'm
You do have
Yeah,
your bonus
you don't-
action as you
you
try to
don't
struggle
deserve.
to break free and then can't move.
Let's see. I will. I don't have anything with a bonus action. I'll just end my turn.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh no, we're good. Okay.
All right.
So is that the end of your turn, Kalikath?
Yeah.
Zatira, your turn.
Ooh boy, okay. So Smoking Joe just used a spell to grab my buddy. My best friend, who loves me very much, Kalikath.
I hope
Uh,
that's the thing.
Yep. I'm gonna take another shot at the man and hopefully have him drop him.
All right.
Yep. Take another shot, poke out of my hidey hole. Does this have advantage because I was stealthing from him?
That you do have advantage because you're stealthing.
Okay. First
That
roll,
crossbow can
18.
fly.
Oh yeah. So 24 to hit.
That will hit.
I imagine this a sneak attack is advantage. So first the damage, so 9, and then sneak attack 9 plus 10, so total of 19.
Oh, that's
piercing.
nasty.
Was that the
against him.
damage?
That's the damage.
That's
19
God
piercing.
damn, Zatira.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna do the rogue bread and butter. I'm gonna move over just like 10 feet over, deeper into the cover, and once again try and stealth out of.
Bonus
sight.
action, yeah.
Yep, that's an 18 stealth.
All
And,
right.
that would be my turn. Does he have
Ooh.
to make a concentration check after?
I'll roll
taking
the
damage?
concentration check. Oh, you bastard! You rat bastard! As you shoot him,
Is that good?
two things happen. One, the bolt finds its way into his stomach, and he takes another step back with a like a nasty, nasty guttural scream as it hits him pretty hard. And the Bigsby's hand goes blink, 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 blink. It starts to blink in and out of existence before Kalikath, you find yourself completely freed from Bigsby's hand as he loses concentration, getting shot in the stomach. However, his eyes make eye contact with you, Z.
Hmm.
As
Gonna be the last thing that you never see again.
As Kalikath breaks out of the, well, not breaks out, as Bigby's hand lets go of Kalikath, whatever it's called, he hits the ground and stands up before scratching at his bandages, and he says, "Oh, maybe devils and angels aren't so far apart after all."
They're growing.
Bastard, your turn.
Okay. Is Canton Prin considered flanked now?
He is not. You need someone directly on the opposite side of him to be flanked. And also not incapacitated.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Technically, I'm stunned,
Yeah.
so I
Okay,
wouldn't even
word.
count.
Yeah. If you, yeah, technically if you could
well,
shove him,
right,
but that
true.
would be an action. But
Yeah.
yeah, anyways.
I'm going to try and punch him with my astral arms. Here we go.
All right.
One attack. As first one is a 16 to hit.
That, so you unfortunately, was that, Piano Man goes and swings, and Canton Prin catches Piano Man in his hands.
Okay.
I think you can shove after. a
While he
melee
has it
attack.
in his hand, I'm gonna. Well,
Never mind, just ignore
I'm
me,
gonna
sorry.
take another punch.
Yep.
As he has Piano Man in his hand, I'm gonna take another punch with my astral arm.
All right.
Dang it! Okay, that's a 12. And
He
then
lets
that
go of
misses.
Piano
Bonus
Man,
action
but he
punch.
does use like a window wipe
Oh my
and blocks
God.
the arm.
And the other one was a natural 1 for a 6.
And
Ignore
as you
that next
swing, he blocks that as well with a low block, and he takes a step forwards and a dark voice. You're not impressing me.
Yeah, I know. And I end my turn.
Domino, your turn.
Okay, so I want to see if I can attack Smoking Joe again. Let's throw another Eldritch Blast his way.
All right. Let's see
All
here.
right, your boy rolled a 24.
Is this it? Is this
Is
it?
this the hit?
First hit of the game. Let's go.
Well, we don't know yet.
So
Is
this
it
is an
broken?
Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah.
Shield spell.
Smoking Joe's not feeling very good. And as you raise that Eldritch Blast, the lightning crackles up your arm and reaches the end of your hands, and you point it out with a finger pointed. The lightning begins to fizzle and electrocute, and there's this dark phrase, like repeating phrase, stop, 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 stop. It runs over the top of your head. A chill goes down your spine, and Smoking Joe like puts up. You can just see now with the moonlight, his hat backwards just a bit. He holds up a shush as he counterspells you.
Ah.
Well, good thing Domino has 2 Eldritch Blasts at this level because he's level 5.
Does he?
Am I level 5? No, I'm
He
level
does.
4.
Oh,
He's
you're
level 4.
5.
He did not level up. He had the option to. He did not.
Oh, I didn't know. My
It's all
bad.
right. We'll keep on rocking. That's gonna move on. Do you have anything else to do with your turn?
But he's
Uh,
level 5.
No, I'm not. I would like to move
We'll fix
right
that.
here.
All right.
Yeah,
hold,
right
hold that measurement so I can get it. There you go. 25. You go running forwards as Canton Prin kind of like gives you a dark smile.
And then can I look, would it be an action to kind of just look at this character here and kind of do an insight check, or?
Not an insight check, but you can do a quick perception check on him. I'll allow that.
Okay.
Perception checks are kind of going to be willy-nilly depending on what you're looking at.
All right, I got a 16.
On if it's an action or not. 16? The character stands there, unmoving, watching all of this as though a spectator, as though he doesn't even consider himself a part of all this. He stands there with an odd calmness as he looks outwards, and he...
Also, is the bolt still on fire?
The bolt? The boat. Yeah, the boat is on fire, but he does not pay much mind to it or care. As they're still loading, and he's walking his way up to the fire, but he just kind of stares at it as it burns its way downwards. And he doesn't seem to... He has a really large laissez-faire about him as he just casually walks to the front of the boat, watching it burn, watching the thralls throwing things. And as you get closer, you can see that those thralls are normal people, but they have like barnacles growing over their backs and over their sides of their neck as they tossing things into the boat. And he's staring at the fire and contemplating if it's worth putting in the boat in the first place as more boats are coming to shore.
Oh, okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
All right, I end my turn there, yeah.
All right. Canton Prin again, as he pulls his fist out from Arya's sternum. And after doing all those dodges, he would have already done that. But, Astrid, you're the first attack.
The first to get attacked is what you
Yeah,
mean?
first to get attacked.
Oh no.
So that's gonna be
Astrid, you got this.
just a 28 hit.
Yeah.
All right. Gotta grab my right dice.
I grab
There we are.
D100.
Ha! I'm doing really good on those rolls.
I'm glad.
I'm
All
so
right.
happy for you.
I'm ecstatic.
So that's
No,
gonna
I'm
be
not
16.
trying to get a TPK, guys. I'm not trying to get a TPK.
That's a 16 bludgeoning damage, and he's going to choose.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
I
react
want
to
you-
that and
I
try
want
and
you-
negates for that damage.
All right, go for it.
That's a D12.
Isn't
I
it like
negated
70,
13
12?
of that, so I take 3 damage.
No.
3 damage
Actually,
as it hit as the fist cracks onto your face. It just as the fist kind of like turns your face to the right, pieces of stone rumble outward, like kind of like spurt outwards as though it would have been spit. Instead, it's stone, and you don't take as much damage as another fist comes at you. But I do need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I believe in you.
That is a 14.
14.
You got this, my friend. My best friend.
Actually,
You got this?
let me double check.
He's
14.
giving you false hope.
As your head clicks to the right, there's a particular snap that just makes your whole body like lock up rigidly as you do get stunned till the end of his next turn. Another fist comes in on you. You are stunned now. It did have an original 14, but I am going to roll advantage. Okay. You are stunned to the next turn, and they have advantage.
Are they subtracting the D4 to those?
I will
attack
subtract
rolls?
the D4 from this. Yes, the D4.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Gosh, Cal.
-4.
That's okay. He's been rolling like 30s, so.
So that is a
Yeah,
24 to hit.
Yeah, see.
So I think that
Ooh.
hits. And you are
But
stunned. I do
it's
believe that makes it a
lower.
critical, does it not?
That's if you're paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Yes.
Okay, you're not paralyzed. That's
Stunned, I think he just has advantage, but you already hit, so.
That's gonna be 17 damage as he cracks the like your fist goes to the left, and then your fist goes to or sorry, your head goes from the left as he punches you, and then your head gets knocked to the right as he punches you again. It's 17 bludgeoning damage as he kicks your head the other direction, and he turns around to elbow again Arya. He does see your high level sword. Oh, but that might miss. Actually, I think that misses.
Yeah, it misses. Don't even check with me. It's fine. Yeah.
Does it
It
15
missed.
hit, Arya?
15 misses.
And as he swings around with his right shoulder, you manage to see this one coming. Your head ducks backwards as it swings, and it does not hit. I do need. Well, no, you're stunned. I'll still give you the save. I do need you, Astrid, to roll a dexterity saving throw after he hits you again.
And 11.
As the right fist did come across your cheek and knock your head the opposite direction, you did slip, unfortunately, with the force of it and fall on your back prone. That's going to end his turn. And there's just a disappointed shake of the head. All right, that's going to move it over to Arya. Your turn.
Who knew that this level 20 dude would be such an issue?
Who knew? Who knew?
Alright. I'm gonna hit this guy as hard as I can.
All right. Do it. Tear
Gonna-
him up.
Gonna be honest. Alright, that was a natural 20 for 28, and I'm critting on this.
He didn't lie. He did not lie.
I did not lie.
Arya!
So,
What?
Aria.
we're gonna do this.
Natural 20? What?
So that's 14 damage. I said I was putting everything in this.
Do it!
So I'm
Do
critting,
it!
and
Do it,
I'm
do it.
divine smiting at the second level, which
Oh,
means
yes.
3d8. 2, 3. So that's 14 plus 20. Good easy math. That's 34.
34 damage gets launched. How do you flavor that?
Well, it's simple. I dodged his last thing. I realized, okay, he doesn't see me as much of a threat. I'm gonna make him pay for that. I'm gonna just swing up as hard as I can, putting everything in it. The flowers around me gloom in different colors, pinks and purples and yellows and greens and stuff. And for seconds, it sounds like everything at once because my sword whistles like the sound of thunder. This man just got hit for 34 damage.
Jesus
And I'm gonna
Christ.
hit again.
Oh my.
Oh my god. So
Second
as
attack,
the
let's
sword
go.
swings upwards, he had his back to you because he had seen you as a general threat, but not as much of a. You swing the sword upwards and slice through his like right shoulder, and the flowers bud and explode in this thunderous boom. And you can see him actually, for the first time, stagger forwards for a second before his head turns around facing yours. It's now your next attack.
Oh no.
And there's a look of
Alright.
anger in his eyes.
Yeah, I rolled a 14.
And as the next strike, you kind of try to run the sword through him. He catches with two hands the sword and slowly lowers it down and goes, "And who are you?"
Hi, Chihuahua.
Hi, Chihuahua. And then, as another thing, my bonus action, I was technically supposed to do this after my explosion of thunder, but it's
Mhm.
fine. Everyone is going to take. Well, not everyone. Every one of my party members within 30 feet are going to take 15 temporary healing.
Unfortunate.
Everybody
not-
is
not-
everybody in range?
Oh,
Not far team, but I think
As far as
myself,
Calicath.
Astrid, Naomi, Kalikath, and then is Domino within 30 feet of us? I don't
Nah.
think so.
No,
40.
not at all.
Yeah. So ground team got 15 temporary HP. And,
Got it.
And Kent Prince said, "Who are you?" Right?
Yeah, and he said, "And who are you?"
I'm the pride of heaven, Arius Sophia. And I had my turn.
Sick.
And I know no one can see me right now, but after seeing Canton Prince like step back in rage, you see a stunned smirk pop up on Astrid. Like, yep.
That's. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
The support from Astrid from his allies as he kind of looks up. He sees Arya fighting for him as he lays on the floor and he's trying to get himself back up, and he's also trying to recover. That's gonna move it on down. Just a question mark character as he takes a few steps forwards again, just moving a bit closer, seeing that the fight's escalating. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He stops and puts his left hand down on top of the wooden crate, and he looks at you, Domino, but his hood covers over and he ends his turn. Right. Smoky
yeah,
Joe, covered in like those fucking dude. He's pissed. He got hit by boom fucking like arrows. He's been trying to keep people alive, but he's like like he's not looking too hot. And so he's gonna cast a spell now that he has eyes on you, Zatira. He's gonna cast a spell in retribution to you.
I
And
don't
it-
think he does.
No, why not? He rolled a natural
Because I
20 on his
stealth.
perception check.
Okay.
His eyes came in
Oof.
contact
Okay.
with you.
Okay.
Oh.
He did fail his concentration check with a but the other one came through.
Yeah,
Hey, DM.
Yes.
I realized something. Crit
Yes.
that I just did.
Yes.
My big damage.
Mine.
My divine spite was also supposed to crit. So, may I add that damage?
I
or
was
is it too
wondering
late?
about that. I thought that there was a significant lack in damage happening. Yeah, fucking fix that,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I was like, what? Divine's? You're a paladin and you smited. What? 30 damage? Yeah, please add that.
Yeah, add 7 more damage.
7 more damage?
I
I'll
rolled-
get that down. It was still a
I rolled
lot.
2 2s and a 3.
So 41.
pretty good though.
Against
41
You
damage.
guys are doing
Yeah,
really good.
good.
You guys are doing really, really good. Zatira,
Yep,
what is your
level
max
20.
HP?
My max HP
Feel like it.
is 28.
Is how much?
Why do you ask? 28.
20?
Why do you ask?
Alright, cool. Just need to make sure.
28.
Yeah, just had to make sure for this spell that he's pulling out because he's a little
Uh-huh.
pissed off. He's a little angry
Uh-huh.
at you. You've done a lot of damage
Right.
to him.
Uh-huh.
Let me make sure I have the right dice. I put all these to the side, but I want to make sure I have it right. Alright. He's gonna upcast this.
Technically, he's still
Oh,
with this,
busy.
you know.
So,
He's gonna upcast this, huh?
yeah, he got put into a bad spot real fast from you. But I think I have to
Only
move him closer. How far away are you right now? Let's take a look. You
If
see?
only Domino hits his
I'm
shots.
like 100 feet away.
Even when I
Yeah.
hit, I
So
miss.
he's gonna move 10 feet closer. 5
Technically,
right there.
we should have
10.
an extra Eldritch Blast. But we'll fix that later.
90 feet.
Yeah, that's okay.
If you survive this encounter.
Are you 90 feet away from him? Yes, you are. Perfect. So that I gotta do the math on that. Sorry, working on this. Lots of dice. Okay, what's your max HP?
28.
28. Kenton Prin walks up with an anger in his face, and he drops his cigar to the ground and stomps on it before speaking some eldritch runes and putting his wand forwards. The wand turns to a purple color, and suddenly the world becomes fuzzy for you as sleep begins to take over your mind, and you fall unconscious in the trees.
Great.
All right. So
I'm just gonna take a little nap.
he's gonna move on back, and he's gonna go. That's 10 feet by 15, 20, or so 25, 30, and he's trying to take cover, but he's not quite in cover over that boat. All right, moving it on over to Kalakath, your turn.
As
You got a
Kalakath
marker.
sees Smoking Joe walk up, he doesn't know exactly what happened, but from the nature of his look, he casts a spell, turn around and left. Kalakath doesn't even need to turn around to see what happened, and he starts bolting towards Smoking Joe. As he moves about 10 feet forwards, he lands on his chest, and he looks like he starts fucking sprinting on all fours. Once he makes
Alright.
it about 30 feet, his bandages just fall off and land on the sand behind him.
All right. Give me the measurement for the 30 feet. It makes it a lot easier if you hold it.
Oh, yep, right here.
So you move there. You start running. You fall to all fours. The bandages unfurling and falling off. Are all the bandages?
All of them.
All right. As you begin running, this catches the eye of the figures in front of him that were loading onto the ship. As everybody starts to look to you, that's at least in the Smoking Joe region. What you doing?
For just a moment, he looks normal before his body just starts rapidly transforming. Full of what seems to be rage. I spend an action to dash and continue moving forward, and I use my bonus action to activate my transformation.
All right. Give me the measurement of where you're going.
Right here.
And just so people know, because not everybody here is very, very well versed in D&D, you can use the help action to bring Zatira out of sleep. Just so you guys know, that is possible.
Yep.
Right. You begin
Okay.
running your way. You make it there. Bonus action. You begin to go for your transformation. What is the save?
Save, I think it's a... Is it a wisdom? It's a charisma saving throw.
All right. Ooh, Smoking Joe's. Let's see. It's gonna be a dirty 20 for Smoking Joe.
Yeah.
A 15. No, actually, these guys are. Let me check their modifier. No, not a 15. That'd be a 13 for one, and a 5 for the other of those creatures that are in front of you that are blocking you between Smoking Joe. And when they turn, they're these humans with like barnacles and other ocean-based like growth happening on their bodies. You can see one turns around and his heartbeat boom, 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 almost has like a crab carapace over it.
Doesn't matter anymore. It's too late. Doesn't matter.
All
Both
right.
of the creatures fail, and they'll become frightened until the end of my next turn.
Yep. All right. And is that the end of your turn?
As he makes it up there, Kalakath, his body just twists and morphs. He grows bigger, not huge, not like he was previously, but his mouth, you see lines start appearing that start to cause it to kind of grow down further, more unhinged than it was before. And it looks like he's just starting to spasm, like he can't really control it.
Yeah.
He tries to speak, but all of his words just come out in strange bells and chimes. And I'll end my turn.
All right.
Does
Zatira,
anyone understand those bells and chimes?
does anybody speak Celestial?
Perhaps I do.
A couple of us might here.
Calicat,
If you want
what
to
did you
text
say
me
for those who know Celestial? What did you say?
As he rears back up and the mouth comes unfurled, Kalakath shouts out, "Forgiveness is no longer an option for you."
Arya was, you know, locked in a thing, but hearing that language, he's momentarily distracted, looking that way. Like, what? Huh?
All right. So, moving on from Calicat to Zatira, unfortunately, you are asleep at the moment. So, moving over to Astrid, your turn. Astrid, you are stunned at the moment. Moves it over to Naomi.
Okay.
Unless Zatira,
Well,
did you say? Yeah, go for it.
In my stunned state, I can't move or anything, so I'm in my head right now. And with all my Goliath might that I could possibly muster in my stunned state, I clasp my fist that has the ring on it, and I think to myself, Marco, whatever this ring does, it needs to do it now. I need your help, buddy,
Oh man.
more than ever. My friends are hurting. I need you, Marco. Please, give me your strength.
Z, did you have something for your
And I
turn?
end my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, I was just saying I'm sitting this one out now.
I apologize. I do. Then he needed to
No,
shut you
it's
down.
Fair.
It's gonna move it over to Naomi's turn, who wants his hammer back. He's gonna go for some unarmed strikes. Actually, he's probably gonna try to steal it from Canton Prin, just yoinking it.
That would be funny.
And he does,
Is he
as he reaches outwards and does not, unfortunately, gather that. He is going to use his bonus action, and his body's going to begin to, like, all the white tattoos on his body that roll up his neck and roll up over his face, roll up over his shoulders, roll up over his hands, they begin to glow this arcane blue, and he's going to go into a arcane rage. As his body, his muscles begin to bulge, his face begins to foam, his eyes become pupilless, and he's nothing but black slots fit contrastingly to his white hair that begins to almost like light a little bit as it kind of rolls down his shoulders. He freaks out a little bit and goes into a multi-attack. I'm going to give him he's going to go, first attempt was to take his weapon back. He failed at that. He's just going to do an unarmed strike now. And unfortunately, he's right hook, left hook, right hook, left hook, and Canton Prin is dodge, 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 dodge. This Canton Prin just is untouchable to this, it's just outclassed.
Does he have advantage because I'm behind flanking?
Good point. Let's go ahead and see.
'Cause
No,
now
but he's
it's
swinging
hard.
more, but he's still missing. He rolled another set. He rolled a 7.
Well, that's I
Ooh.
tried.
Naomi tried. Naomi tried. He's swinging
Yes,
with
the-
rage.
Good effort.
Don't forget he has to roll a d4 for Bane.
This was Naomi
Well,
attacking.
It's Naomi trying to hit.
Oh, I missed
Naomi
that. I
trying to
just
hit
heard him
Canton.
roll. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I appreciate it though. Moving on over from Naomi, Domino, your turn.
All right. So I want to get over to Zatira. I'm thinking. I might have to cast Expeditious Retreat. So
Yeah, that'd be pretty good
I'm
here.
gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat. Use up
Is
my
that an
last
action
slot.
or a bonus action?
That is a bonus action.
Wow, that's actually really insane. With that, I need you to roll an acrobatics check to make it back up the 15-foot thing, but I'll give you advantage because you have arcane happening.
Okay. Ooh, 13.
Well, no, that's good. That's good. So with each footstep that you make, there's this green, like elk, like a deer's foot as you begin running. Whenever people can't see you in this, whenever you're doing expeditious retreat, whenever you're hidden behind the tree line, it looks like a deer jumping, galloping in a graceful way. But as you're running on the beach, each footstep leaves these green fiery trails as you begin to sprint your way up there. It's a DC of 10 to get above that ridge, and you make your way to Zatira. over her body. She's currently unconscious. You may use the action
like-
help if you'd like to.
Yeah, I like to help Zatira wake up.
How do you
please.
wake up Zatira? Go for it.
No.
Ooh, okay. So, Domino whispers in Zatira's ear, Senorita, it is I, Domino Ravenna. Please, wake up. We need you in this fight. And
See?
then I,
You wake up.
lightly, just, yeah, lightly pat the cheeks.
Zatira will reach up and grab his hand and say, "Please don't touch me or whisper into my ear. You are not my type, my friend."
Oh, I'm
I am
sorry.
spoken for.
Wow. Spoken for.
All right.
This is a story for other times, Zatira. There's a fight going on. I need you.
Right. I get that.
All right. At the
Alright,
end of your
that's
turn,
my
Domino?
turn.
Cancer
Yes.
Prince's turn. He's going to attack immediately. Again, like Arya, you're standing right there. His fists begin to punch into Astrid. We're going to see if he lands, but they're moving so fast you can barely see them moving.
Oh,
Actually,
boy.
this might miss
Ooh.
because I had
My
advantage. Well,
That's surprising.
does it? Oh
That's
no!
right.
What the fuck? I'm sorry. It's a 24. It did not miss.
Oh wow. Yeah, to give us
I
hope,
can't do
so you
basic
can
math.
Take it away.
Wait, who are you hitting?
Cancer
That's
Print
it.
is bam, 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 punching into Astrid, who is stunned still to the end of his next turn.
Astrid.
Ah. Stun lock.
boy. Don't say that.
Actually, so that's gonna be 2 plus. So that's 9 damage as he's beating down into you, and he like he kind of stands up for a second, looking down at you, a little bit bloodied, a bit of like just kind of this disappointed face on his like expression, and he turns over to the left after saying, "Who are you?" And he goes and kind of giving up on Astrid giving any response, and starts to walk towards you in a slow walk, Arya, and he just gives you a nod of "You're next," and he's going to attack you.
Hey, try.
Oh,
He
no.
can, and he can fail. Did he knock you
Oh.
prone? I don't think he did.
Nope, I'm standing up.
With that, the first fist comes flying through, and you manage to duck it as he rolls a 14. I don't think you have an AC of 14.
Correct.
All right, the next attack comes in,
Stronger than
and the next one's a 24.
Never mind. I was
You managed to
joking.
dodge the
Okay.
first one, and he kind of gives you this like dark. You can hear his voice is dark and rumbly as he goes, "Good, good." And as he says that, the other fist comes through like a from the top down haymaker as you duck from the first one onto the top of your head, crashing down.
You
He
dude.
did compliment you.
Ooh.
That's good.
Ooh. So that's 14 bludgeoning damage as it crashes onto the top of your helmet. I want you to roll a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw?
That's right.
Yeah. DM, can I
Yes.
make it an
No.
athletics
No.
check?
No.
Very well. It is your funeral after all. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And as the top of your head gets smacked downwards into the dirt as you are like bending over to dodge the first move, he pulls back and your grip on your sword just barely kept on as you almost like got like you realized you didn't even recognize it as it was happening, but you almost lost your sword to him as he kind of hits you and kind of gives you a nod of good. Like he's starting to recognize something in you. Moving on.
Oh shit.
He sees the Marco in me.
Now,
It was me.
for the players at hand, you have. He gave you 1 minute. You have 3 rounds before his minute is up. Astrid, you are no longer stunned, but Arya, it is your turn.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm going to use 1 spell slot to use Thunderous Smite. Hopefully that hits on my next thing. Otherwise, it's wasted.
We'll see.
Well,
I respect you for doing that correctly. I respect you.
Still. Yes. And then I'm going to attack 4 times. Twice, but with advantage because Naomi's in behind.
Yeah, he is conscious.
Yep. So that's a 1. Does an 11 hit?
As you do that, Canton Prin deflects the blade.
Okay. So we're gonna change that 11 to a 17.
And as that happens again, he kicks the blade upwards this time. First time he deflected with his hand, the second time he deflects with his fist.
With a 17?
Oh, sorry, with his foot. Yes, with the 17.
Alright, I rolled a 20 then.
And with with your final attack, he then leans forwards, grabs your 2 hands who are swinging down onto him like from top to bottom kind of grab. He grabs with his left hand your hands and he shakes his head. Not good enough. But you show promise. That does not hit.
20?
With a 20, yes.
The 20 doesn't
With
hit?
a 20, yes. It's
All right,
nasty.
Wow.
That is not okay.
Is that the end of your
Very
turn?
well. I think, yes.
And
Yes,
as you
it
end your
is.
turn,
I'm flabbergasted that he grabbed my sword.
he grabbed your arm, stopping your blade, and with his right hand, he's currently like leaning over you as your sword's raised above your head, and he's leaning over you. He raises his right fist into he raises his right hand into a fist and pulls his hand back, and you see a glimmer of like this light that appears in his eyes as he looks at you. Let me show you what you can do with promise. And he's going to use his legendary action.
Man's
Does a
got
24 hit?
legendary.
I keep rolling 12s.
Yeah, 24 hits.
A fist comes striking down into your stomach as he's holding the sword over your head. That's going to deal... Ooh.
What is it you're doing?
Let me make sure I got that math right in my head. Yes, yes. He's going to strike you in the stomach for 15 bludgeoning damage as it boom caves in your armor a little bit, and that's going to end his legendary action. Moving on to, are you still conscious?
Oh yeah, I'm still pretty healthy, actually.
Question mark begins to react to he looks to his left, sees Kalikath getting a bit too close to everything. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna dash. 5, 10, 15. This character begins zip, 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 running to you, Kalikath, and it's a very big flash as he begins to run his way across. The sand itself gets kicked upwards as he reaches to you. He's still shrouded, and that's going to end his turn, but you seem to have gotten what would be considered too close.
As he makes it up to Kalikath, his head snaps back around to the hooded man, and he speaks again. And since Arya can hear it, Kalikath whispers to him, "Good. I didn't want to miss you."
Kalikath, I want you to roll perception check, but at disadvantage because of everything going on.
Yes. 11.
Ooh.
You don't get any other features besides this one as you look into this dark hood, like his head facing the opposite direction of which the moonlight's coming in, and one blue eye is apparent, the same color blue as the silver vine. All right.
Okay, strange.
That's going to lead to one moment, everybody. Moment of truth.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna
Kalikath.
use my legendary action.
Kalikath, you feel something brush against your right shoulder, opposite of any of the opponents around you, as you feel an accidental brush. Felt like an individual almost bumping into something. Moving on to Smoking Joe, Smoking Joe's not feeling good. He just puts someone to sleep. He said, "Oh, Smoking Joe! Oh, I dreamed of this in the shower." Smoking Joe looks to what has happened.
Oh,
you
no, he's
going
a
to
prophetic.
recover
Oh dear.
Zatira and a terrible grin comes across his face, an awful grin. And Kalakath, you being closer, you can hear a western voice kind of speak. Yeah, too close. I'm gonna need Satira and Domino to roll deck saves.
Ooh.
All right.
Nerdy 20.
Dirty 20, let's go!
Modified 22.
Oh my god, you guys are crazy!
All right, we're good. We're good. We're good.
And if it does, and if it
Let's go 4
actually,
team.
I'll hold on to that.
So, with that, Kalakath, you can see Smoking Joe. He moves his wand upwards. A black smoke follows it as this fireball begins to envelop and fire its way towards the tree line. An explosion happens, and Domino, I'm imagining, Satir, you're probably going to cunning dodge.
Yeah, uncanny dodge as well.
Uncanny dodge. Satir, you quickly, I'm gonna say for this, you jump off the edge of this cliff, slide down the dust, rolling into the dirt, not taking any damage, right? Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
You leap
Ooh.
into the air, crash onto the dirt, go rolling, but Domino, you make a successful save, but you don't have uncanny dodges as the fireball damage comes. All right, 1, 2.
Oh.
All right, don't mind this noise. I
Don't worry,
want that.
Domino's
It is.
thinking.
Sorry, I dropped most of them. I wanted to make a
Save me.
ooh
Or it is cut in
nasty
half,
roll.
And then I'll take it half of that half.
Yep. So you don't take any
Or
damage.
nothing. Or nothing, yeah.
Yeah, you, Satira, you managed to dodge it all as the fireball phew,
Yeah.
roars outwards. You leap into the sand, rolling a little bit. Let me make sure I get this math right.
Saving Madams.
Such a gentleman.
So that's gonna be and then you succeeded. You really are actually fine. As 12 fire damage envelops Domino and he disappears into the fiery tree line.
Well.
12, you've succeeded your save. You took half damage.
Okay.
You feel pretty good.
Nice.
You leap as well. The expeditious retreat kind of like you, the green flames, there's this red fireball that envelops the area, and you delve your way inwards and dodging it. Yeah, that's good. Well done, guys. Kenton Prin's gonna move 5, 10, and he's gonna jump into the water, and he's gonna cower behind the boat, which is now halfway burnt, and he's going to use that as cover, half cover. All right. Moving on to Z. What you doing?
Well, I just saw this coward duck into cover, and I'm not really a fan of him. So, I'm gonna first use movement to move that 30 feet, and then I'm gonna cunning action dash to move another 30 feet to try and negate that, try and get in view of that man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take a fucking shot at him.
At this point, because he doesn't have the boat for cover, but you are shooting over that box, he is like, instead of half cover, it's like quarter cover. Just a little bit. Like +2 to AC.
Alright. Okay.
Well done. Well done. I gotta say, well done. You guys are going
My
crazy.
shot. That's a miss.
Oh.
But
Also, Sue,
I guess
technically half cover is +2 to AC, so quarter cover would be 1 AC.
Oh, so 1 AC. My apologies. Thank you. Good call.
You're
I
good.
rolled very poorly anyway, so I only rolled a 9.
Unfortunately, the
so
bolt
it would-
sploosh goes into the water.
And then so you're imagining that they're all gonna primarily be ranged, other than Ken Pren, who's occupied with them right now. She will kneel down a bit to into the sand, have like a bit of view obscured.
Yeah,
Producer's
I
gonna
get
want
you.
that.
You could choose to
Yeah,
fall
yeah.
prone as a free action, which will give ranged attacks disadvantage, but give
Yeah.
melee attacks advantage.
Yeah, that's what I I plan to do that.
All right, you
That's
drop
what I was
prone
doing.
into the sand. That's sick. That's really good strategies. I fuck with that.
And
Yes.
Ready the shot.
Hell yeah. Well done. Claps for this
Yep,
for the
that'll be my
strats.
turn.
All right. Moving on to Z. From Z to Astrid. Astrid, you have a turn. You're not stuck.
Show 'em what you're really made of.
Kill him.
All right, Astrid,
Fight
kick his
him,
ass.
but you
Kick his
really
ass,
got-
Astrid. Show me what you got.
Show 'em what you
Remember,
got.
Show
A
me
dirty
what you
20 won't
got.
work. We have to go above
Yeah.
it.
Above a dirty
at
20.
least,
If he's
Which-
saying anything,
Hello?
Which makes sense, because
yeah.
I'm gonna make you acknowledge me, Canton Prin.
Yeah.
Marco is with me,
Yeah.
and I'm going to strike him with an astral arm punch. Oh, 21 to hit.
Oh.
hey,
Oh,
hey.
it is
Go
so
ahead. Over the
close
threshold.
as it just
Ooh.
barely misses him.
Oh
Just
my
the littlest bit.
Wow.
This one was really close. You literally like his the wind moves over his nose as his eyes widen. It is close.
Got a 22. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay,
Good God.
second attack.
Birthday inspiration.
Oh my
dude.
god.
We need some inspiration out here.
Nah, it's not my birthday. Can't do that.
Oh.
That one was a miss. Rolled a nat 1 for a 6, and then I will
Oh.
bonus action use a key point to
Let's do it.
flurry of blows.
You got
to
this,
do 2
Justin.
more
You
attacks
got
on him.
this.
Here we go.
Kick his ass.
You
Oh
got
my
this.
god.
Come on.
A 15, that misses. Or
Oh. Ooh.
a 23 to hit.
23. Let's go.
There's a swing, and he's like backing up, and like actually, like you can see, it's like whoa, as he's trying to dodge it, and you've got it backed up so far that he would fall if he couldn't back up any farther. And finally, fist meets flesh. Let's go for that damage.
And I deal 6 damage, and I'm gonna use another key point, and
Let's
I
do
want
it.
to stun him.
Let's do it.
Son,
So
What's the saving throw?
make him roll a con save. Oh my god, he's gonna pass that. And he's baned.
He's Bane. He's Bane. He's Bane. He's Bane. This is possible. This is super possible.
this is very possible.
Possible.
Oh, that's a 4 on the Bane. So that's
He's
gonna
stunned.
be.
Oh,
Wait, hold on.
oh,
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
14.
wait.
14, and then 12. He made a 12 save.
He's stunned. He's stunned.
Let's go.
What?
Go.
And with that, Justin,
Okay,
you
hold on, let me-
come on down. What
Let
you
me
want?
narrate.
Yeah, go for
narrate
it. Go for it.
Let me narrate.
Oh no, I think he's
Oh
hit.
no, it's blacking
Wait,
out. No.
hold on. Give him a moment. Give him a moment.
Alright,
Let
you
him
got it, you
cook.
got it.
Let him cook.
You got this.
Kitchen.
The
Okay.
floor is yours, Astrid.
As I'm punching it, and he
We're gonna have to let him cook 2 times in the kitchen. It's okay.
It's okay.
on. Give him some internet.
Give him internet. Everyone raise your hands.
Everybody, spiritual
Spirit
energy.
bomb
Give
with their
him.
internet.
Give him internet.
Raise your
Give him
hands.
my energy.
Yes, raise my
okay,
hand.
I'm back. I'm back.
Let's do this, Justin. Let's do this.
I'm back. I'm back. Okay, it's almost like a weird lesson that is being taught to me in his own aggressive way, knowing Canton Prin. I'm studying his feet and how he's moving, and I land a punch on him, and as I witnessed his punch to Arya, I do the same thing. And bam, I dig into his sternum, stunning him.
Oh.
Let's go.
The fist comes down and
And,
rolls into a punch into his sternum. What's next? You about to say something?
And I end my turn, and I say to Arya, and I say to Naomi, show him what we mean, show him our convictions.
Oh, and when you do that, like for the first time, like you punch Canton in the stomach, spit literally runs out of his mouth as he, as it happens, and he gets fucking stunned. All right, did you roll the damage on that? I don't have the damage written down.
6.
Yeah, 6
6.
damage.
All right.
Let's go, monk.
Wow.
Yeah, monk shit. Monk shit, let's go.
Monk shit. And now, he was gonna use the legendary action, but he's stunned. Naomi, happy to see this happen. He's gonna roll an advantage to take his weapon back. Oh! And then you can still make saving throws as well. This isn't a saving throw. This is an ability check. Naomi fucking yoinks that his hammer back, and with his like his muscles bulge, the glowing of his ability is light up, and he he swings back around like a batter would for a baseball bat at a tee, but it's a head instead. He's gonna roll to attack.
Yes.
All right, Naomi, you got advantage now.
Come on, Naomi.
Oh, that's not gonna hit. Oh. So it's gonna be
Technically,
4
he has
plus
double
8,
advantage,
9, 10,
right?
11,
Oh,
12.
yeah, plus 2, yeah.
Yes.
Double advantage. Sure.
So that's 22. What?
We're flanked. We're flanked,
Nice,
and
nice.
he's stunned, so
And
that's
stunned,
double.
yeah.
Yeah, but
advantage.
there's no such thing as double advantage indeed.
Yeah,
but
no,
I do
okay.
like it. I do like where your head's at. So he's gonna come in swinging. Hold on, let me grab his dice. He actually has pretty decent dice, actually. All right. 6, 12, 6, 12, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. There's this huge tongue as he swings over the back of Canton Prin's head. Canton Head's print goes swinging forwards, blood gushes outwards as he does 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 damage as he swings over, and then an arcane plus, so that's 16 damage total as it happens. And there's just this blood gushes out of the back of Canton Prin's head. Damn. All right. And then as a bonus action, he's gonna hold off on that. Moving on to, from there, Canton Prin Aria. What's she doing?
All right. Arya still has his thunderous smite.
Light him up.
And
Light him
Which is
up.
good. So I'm gonna hit him with everything I have.
Let's do it. Kill my
Is a
boss.
24 hit?
24 does hit, yes.
All right, and then the second time with advantage. 18 is the highest, so just one hit.
Yeah, we got one hit.
Hey, that's more than I need. I'm going to be doing the long sword damage raw, which is 15. I'm going to do the thunderous smite damage, which is 6. So we're at 21 for those counting at home. And I'm going to use my last second level slot to put as much as I can into my divine smites. 1, 2, 3. So everyone, it's 21 plus 14. Those of you at home, that's 35 damage. And
Ayo.
I miss. Well, I miss one as just a charging thing. So you remember in charge up the hammer and then you like swing one and it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
totally
yeah.
a miss, and then you go around and do a big bah.
Yeah,
I'm-
yeah.
I'm doing that, and all of the light around me gets dim except for me. I'm the only thing colorful in the area. All eyes on me as 300 feet of thunderous sound erupts from me, and that whistling from my sword.
Holy shit!
Let's fucking go.
Whoa! Whoa! That blast crackles over the horizon.
Wait, what?
There's more actually. Hold on.
There's more?
This is my first time doing thunderous
And
smite. I'm
there's
not usually a
more.
paladin, right?
He goes
Yeah.
flying, doesn't he?
He goes flying. Because he's
How
stunned,
far?
he can't make a strength saving throw. He gets pushed back 10 feet and becomes prone,
5,
as well as being stunned.
10. So he goes. When you slice it, he goes flying like in a like arms out cartwheel, woo, 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 sliding. Naomi gets hit in the face and gets knocked prone himself as he crashes into Naomi's body, falls over Naomi's body, lands onto the dirt, like completely like 180 on the fight, got blasted into the fucking dirt, and just, oh my god. Alrighty then.
You said that I had potential. I wasn't even trying. And on top of that, I don't even know your name. And I end my turn.
With that, as you end your turn, one moment. As you end your turn, the individual next to you, Kalagath, who had just made it there.
Wait. Did we skip my turn?
Did we? Yeah, we
We
did.
did. We absolutely did.
Kalagath, I apologize.
Throwback.
I apologize that sometimes I'm doing my best on that. Kalagath, we want to pick up your turn before we go there. Kalagath, your turn. I really do apologize.
Appreciate it, because I've got an idea.
We'll go back
think
to
I
the
know what you're
intensity
doing.
before we go to what's next.
I think I know what your idea is.
My back
and-
tingles for some reason.
All right, what's up, Cal?
That's a spicy back tingle.
The two creatures in front of me are still frightened because it's
That's
my
correct.
turn again. Right.
They're also not attacking.
Okay, well, either way. Is it possible for me to get past the one in front of me? Like leaping over him? How tall?
They are blocking the zone, unfortunately. No, you'd have to go completely around.
Then I will take the risk.
All right. So you're gonna move to the other side of him.
Yes, right.
That is gonna provoke this guy's opportunity of attack.
I know.
Is that okay?
Kalakath isn't thinking. He's got one thing on his mind.
All right. Let me double check something.
But I need this spot right here.
He's gonna let you do it. He's gonna let you move all the way over there, down and up. Is that right?
That's right.
All right.
As Kalakath slinks almost into the water for a moment, instead of a full-on sprint like he has been, he slowly drags his body over there. Strangely enough, it's pulsing. And as he makes it to the other side, he looks back to Smokin' Joe, and he remembers the fireball. And his mouth opens up wide, and bells and chimes can be heard for a moment. But the only one that can hear it is Arya. And the only word he hears is explode. Explode. And Kalakath's voice for just a moment turns back to normal. The only word that comes out of his mouth is explode. And his mouth drags all the way down back to the floor unwillingly, like unnaturally, something that shouldn't even be physically possible. His jaw literally hits the floor. And he casts Thunderwave. The 3rd level.
Front of your jaw drops to the floor. Like a zipper, like 2 zippers being undone on a sweater. And your body, your stomach and your organs begin to build, fall outwards like a yo-yo, really. And the the strings connecting them to one another kind of hold, and these celestial chimes explode happen, and they happen ching ching, one louder than the other. Kalakath, what level spell is that?
3rd level. Everyone within a 15-foot cube around me needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
And as those celestial words are spoken, Canton Prin uses his reaction. and it's going to counterspell. As this loud explode, but nothing happens. And Kenton Prynne holds his hand out with a black glove, gripping tightly. You can see the flames on his glove licking downwards and a strain in his eyes and face as he counterspells.
You said Canton Prynne?
You mean
Excuse me, Smoking Joe.
He meant
Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe.
Excuse me,
Oh,
Smoking
okay.
Joe.
He meant Smoking Joe.
Okay, yes.
Smoking Joe had not used his counter spell, and that actually does burn away his last slot. For that, he can upcast, but that does burn away his last spot. And I do apologize.
That's all right. As it happens, as Kalakath gets counterspelled, he almost unwillingly begins to shrink and start transforming back into his regular form, despite his transformation not being at the limit. His
Yep.
bandages don't reapply, and as he changes back to normal, he falls to his knees, but his eyes are continuously locked on Smokin' Joe, and he just smiles at him as he seemingly passes out.
And while that happens, as you're losing your spell failed, you're losing your form, I do need you to roll that wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh no, what's gonna happen to my friend and me?
Row.
Let's see.
Because you've lost all those bandages,
Their roll.
and you didn't cast a
Something's
spell.
gotta give.
Hasn't rolled yet. Hasn't rolled yet.
Hold on. Why is it not rolling? There it goes. I made a 14. But DM, might I also make another roll? Ignore the other two. The first one was the wisdom save. I think it just lagged.
What other roll?
Yeah, we only see the four.
Would there
we
be
only
for
see
you?
rolled-
I would like to make a performance roll.
Okay. Well, depends on what you're doing.
If
Performance rolls are typically an action depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, I know. I want to see if you would allow it.
I would need to know what you're doing in order to allow it. Just because
of
I,
course. Yeah,
you know.
I was about to explain.
Yeah, go for it. Just let me hear what it is.
Kalakath is not truly unconscious. Even
He's
if
gotta
this
be
opens
protected.
myself up to further injury, I would like to pretend to be unconscious.
Okay. I'll allow you to roll a. Yeah, you could roll a performance check. This is more against your allies than it is against these guys.
I know. I got a 22.
Nah.
No one else's passive wisdom is really that high, and I'm pretty sure everyone's preoccupied. So as far as
he's
they've
passed out.
As far as they're concerned, you've gone completely feral. And as far as what's actually happened, you were not. And with that, the individual, is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
As the end of your turn comes on, the hooded individual it pulls back the tops of his hood, revealing a bald man with a burned emblem on the side of his head. And he looks at you with half of his face completely burned forwards and up to the top, now covered with blue vine and blue silvery repair. And we'll end tonight's episode there. Thank you all for attending the reception table. What an episode! Wow! So much stuff happened, so much drama, so much lore. Oh, really a great one. I appreciate you all being here. I had a great time. I hope you did too. And
But the
yes,
We survived the session.
but
we
the,
survived. We'll see you next episode on
No,
the
you can't do that,
reception
please.
table. Wow.
Yeah.
The reception is failing.
Oh, reception. Oh no. Oh, yeah. We're losing you. Ah.